Cooking with Kyra. How are we all today? So to celebrate 100 subscribers, I thought I would come on and cook a Sunday roast. So let's make sure the camera is all good. Amazing, amazing. So I'm going to be cooking pork crackling leg joint. Just this one here. Woo. So I love pork. So this one here, it's about what's the weight on this one? Anyway, you can see it here. It's quite decent. Feeds serves 2 to 4 people, as it says on the pack. Amazing. Glad that you're hungry. So 2 to 4 people, as it says, takes 100 minutes to cook, and it's from frozen as well. And this one you can pick up from Aldi for only £3.29, I believe. No more than $3.50 anyway. So there's that one. I always love them. It's not also just in pork, you can also get in chicken, and the chicken is also stuffed with some stuffing as well. I think you can get a turkey as well, so cool. These ones from Asda, really, really cheap. These are just the Yorkshire puddings, so I'm going to have to put them back in the freezer because they are cooked from frozen, because they take really, really, well, very short amount of time, so put them back in the freezer. Oops. Then we've got our sage and onion stuffing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them into like stuffing bowls, just like on the picture there. And I'll be roasting them as well. We've got some sliced carrots, again, just from frozen. Saves having to do the chopping up if I don't have to, you know. Some broccoli, again, frozen. And of course, can't really have a roast without some peas, can we? Again, potatoes. So I've got a few here. I do my potatoes a little bit differently to some people, but we'll see what you guys think. Again, Bisto, good gravy. Gotta have some of that. And this is what I'm going to be frying the potatoes in. Well, sorry, baking or air frying them, which is going to be different. I've never air fried my roast potatoes before, so this will be a first, and I'm doing it live. So fingers crossed it works out. And this is a pork fat. So I'm going to be baking the potatoes in some pork fat. So that should be good. So I've completely forgotten my peeler, which I've actually put where my camera is, which is fun. Got it. Cool. So I'm going to have to do my peeler. I'm going to start peeling these potatoes, because what I'm then going to do... Oh, also, can someone tell me if they can hear me properly from here? Otherwise, I might have to pull the camera this way. So you can see what I'm doing. That might be a bit better. Cool. So you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to peel some potatoes now, and I'm going to cut them quite finely as well. So the plan is I'm going to stick them into the air fryer. Oh, I'm dropping stuff all over the place. So I'm going to put them in the air fryer with the fat. But first, obviously, I've got to boil them. I've got to get them soft. And we'll go from there. How was everyone's day? How are we all going? I hope we're having a really, really good Sunday. I've had a really good start to my Sunday. Had a really, really nice walk. Had a coffee with some friends. I got to see the new Magic Mike movie, which was really, really good. I definitely recommend it, especially if you're a Channing Tatum fan. Definitely. Does some really, really good dances. Anyone seen any really good movies lately? There's been so many good movies out in the cinema lately. It is awesome. I'm absolutely loving the cinema right now. It's just so nice. And it's such just like a cheap time away. And I am all about cheap. As you guys know, I'm loving cheap food. Cool, almost peeled these potatoes. This might be the fastest I've ever peeled. Usually I like take my time, but I've just got so much to show you guys. Amazing. I'm gonna get the scraps, put them in the bin. I'm a very like clean up as you go kind of person. Well, I try to be anyway. Depends how rushed I am for time. Pretty much. Grab a knife. Cool. So what we're gonna do is can you see from here? Cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just chop these just into like small kind of cubes. Well, so I'll cut them in half, I'll cut them in quarters, and I'll do it again. So pretty much just like the size of this really. Because then what I'm going to do is I'll fluff them up, and when I fluff them up they kind of come a little bit smaller because it will take the outside off, become a bit smaller. So about, well, 5 centimeters, but this is probably a little bit bigger than 5 centimeters, let's be honest here. Again, in half again. These are pretty big potatoes, like, so like, yeah, they're the ones that you get in like a big pack. You can get like one potato. You can get what is it, like 2.5 kilos or something for like pretty cheap, like a pound something. Well, at Aldi you can anyway. As you can tell, I shop at Aldi quite a lot. So let's do that again. That was just half again. Amazing. I think I've got the kettle boiled. I feel like it just takes too long, so I just boil the kettle. Again. Oh, that seems to be big enough. Just seemed like, just didn't chop it the best. Alright. Amazing. Cool. So I've got that just in there. And I'm going to boil it. So that's always the first thing I do, is always put on the potatoes. I always find they take the longest. I find that cooking the potatoes takes longer than actually like cooking the meat of the roast. Because there's just a process that you have to do. Amazing. So I've just covered them with water, as you can see. I'm going to turn on my electric stove off if it wants to. I think it was on before. There we go. Amazing. Turn it on, and I'm going to put that to like 7. So, which is what? Medium to high heat. Just like in the middle there. Amazing. That's right. I was going to put the Yorkshire puddings in the freezer because they're cooked from frozen, and it's going to be a while till I put them on. Probably expecting like an hour or something. Over an hour. Because the potatoes, they're going to take about 50 minutes to cook in the air fryer alone. It's going to take 20 minutes to boil. Sounds like fun. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cork. Wow, I'm really screwing up my words today. You'll have to apologise. So, got pork crackling leg joint. It's salt and pepper. So, don't even need to salt and pepper it. Amazing. I'm going to read the instructions. So, 100 minutes to cook. So, from frozen, 1 hour and 35 minutes. So, I'm not going to be doing it in the oven. I'm going to do it in the air fryer. I know. Cork crackling. I promise I'm not cooking cork. It is edible. I promise. It's pork. Oh dear. So, I'm just going to follow the instructions. So it does say from the oven, but I'm going to do it in the air fryer. So just thought I'd let you know, everyone, that I'm not going to be cooking with the oven. So it's all going to be the air fryer, but everything that I am cooking is obviously can do in the oven, of course. And that will just be on the instructions on the back of everything here on how to do it in the oven, but I'm going to do it on the air fryer. So, from frozen, it says in the middle of the shelf, but we're going to do that in the air fryer. So, peel that off, and I'm going to put that into the the air fryer. If I can open it. Put that in there. As it fits. Oh, look at that. Fits perfectly. Would you look at that? Amazing. So I absolutely love this air fryer. This has been amazing. And it was from Aldi as well. Gotta love Aldi, honestly. So what I'm going to do, you probably can't see from here, but I'm going to put it at 180 degrees as it says on the back for the oven. So that's fine. The degrees is fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it because it needs to go in there for a lot longer than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in for 20 minutes. Wait. Sorry. I think it can only go for like 60 minutes at a time. I think. No, actually. Let's see. Yeah, it can only go for 60 minutes at a time. Cool. So I'm going to put it in for an hour. That's cooking. And then while that's cooking, we're going to have this one here. So this has just got 2 little aluminium foil trays in the bottom here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting oil in them. So, well, the fat, I'm going to be putting that in here and I'm going to be heating it up. And then once the potatoes are ready, I'll put it in. But I won't put it in just yet because the oil, it smokes. And I'd rather not. I would rather breathe. I would like to breathe while I'm cooking my potatoes. So, there's not really a lot I can prep right now. But I can always do these while I'm talking to you guys. So, there's many brands that I use. I think this was just the one that Aldi was selling right now. So, it's a sage and onion stuffing mix. And on the back here, it says the oven, it takes 25 to 30 minutes. So you empty the sachet into a large bowl and then you add boiling water into it. So I've already got boiling water. But I'm not going to be making 12 stuffing bowls because it's just I'm just feeding 2 people here. So I'll probably make 6. So I'm going to be using half of this. So what I do is just get one of these. Easy. Just get one of these, open it up. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that was difficult. I also made it look like it was a lot more difficult. Alright, cool. So I'm going to put it in. It's about half of it. I mean, obviously, doesn't need to be exact, but yeah, I reckon that's about, or maybe a bit more. Anyway, so I can leave this for the next time that I have a roast. Pop that back. And it's good. It doesn't, breadcrumbs are already stale, so I don't need to worry about them going stale, so that's good. Last forever. Well, not forever, but until the next roast. I'll put that back into the pantry so I can forget about that. Cool. So, we've got that. Oh, I need... Yeah, that's right. I'll use one of these. Nope, my small one. Yes, I'll just use one of these to like mix it around and stuff. So, again, I've got my hot water and it is still hot because that's why I used to heat the potatoes, which are just cooking very lovely down here. I know, right? How good is the air fryer? Air fryer is absolutely awesome. I got it from Aldi for like £90 on one of their sale. I was actually one of those that actually had to line up outside at too early in the morning o'clock, pretty much. But I was one of 4 people to get one. So it was definitely well worth it. I'm very happy with it. There are some other really good ones online that are very similar as well, so I've heard. So, yeah, I'm sure you can find one online, but it was a really, really good deal for me. I'm very, very happy with it. It's got 2 drawers, 2 4-litre drawers, and I can cook 2 things at the same time, which is really good, which I'm going to be showing you today with the pork that's in there and the potatoes that will be in there. So bear with me and I will show you that you can cook 2 things at once. But for now, actually, while I'm on this, I might have a look. No, okay. So I can only see the chats pop up. I can't, wait. All message are visible. Oh yeah, cool. Amazing. So I'm just like looking at the how the live chat works, as this is my first stream. So I've got top or live chat. Yeah, cool. All right. Amazing. So I'll continue on where I started. So I'm just going to just pour a little bit in here. I think on the back of the instructions it said something like 400 and something mil, but I literally just kind of go in and kind of mix it around, and then if I feel like it needs more water, as you can see, it definitely needs more water. Look at that. It's still kind of like bready. Still quite dry is the word I was looking for, so I'm gonna have to put in more water. Just kind of go in. And also it's really good as well because, I mean, I do have some left over, so if I do add too much water, I can always just add some more breadcrumbs and voila. But it's fine usually. Like if I do put too much water, I just kind of leave it to the side, and the breadcrumbs usually just soak it up anyway, and yeah, pretty well fine. Could always put it in the microwave as well if you want as well. Sometimes I do that for my gravy to thicken it up, so you might even see that today. We'll see what happens. So I'm just gonna pour more water because I reckon it needs more water. So what is everyone's favourite roast meal? Like, as in, what are you looking forward to most in the roast? Is it the meat? Is it the potatoes? What is everyone's favourite? I think mine's probably going to be the main event, probably the meat. But although I am absolutely loving potatoes at the moment, potatoes are, I mean, who doesn't love potatoes? Let's be honest. You can just do so much with potatoes, can't you? Like, you can have chips, you can have mashed potato, you can have roast potato, you can have jacket potato. Oh, you can just, everything. You can just do so much. And there's just, yeah, so many ways. And I'm probably forgetting a few. Yes, I know, right? Potatoes are the absolute best. You just can't go wrong. You just cannot go wrong. They just go with everything, don't they? So, with this, the consistency is pretty okay. Like, yeah, I'd probably use this. But that's right, I might add a little bit more. Give us some more stuffing to work with. Just a little bit. Amazing. See, it's really cool because it looks mushy. But then when you kind of like mix it up, it then becomes quite thick anyway. So no stress with how much water you want to put in it. After the potatoes are done in here, I'm going to be putting the vegetables in. So I know I don't really have any like roast vegetables apart from the potatoes, so I'm just going to boil my veggies. Just prefer them boiled, really. So just mixing that one together. I think that's pretty good. I think that's a really good consistency for stuffing, I feel. I mean, I probably could put more water in it, but hey, looks like it's ready done now. Cool. So what I'm going to do is, I got some baking paper that I freshly prepared earlier, just so it doesn't stick to my chopping board. So So, and then I'll also use this to put in there after all that's all cooked. So it's all gonna come together. Cool. So this is actually very, very quite hot. So probably won't handle it just yet. I'll just kind of wait just till it cools down. Although you can always just get 2 spoons and just kind of roll them into a bowl with 2 spoons if you want. But I mean, not very skillful. Let's give it a go, shall we? I mean, you never know. I might be an absolute pro now. Maybe I'll learn a new skill. Oh my goodness. Hello, we're back. Okay. Amazing. So let's see if this is gonna work, shall we? We've got 2 spoons. Alright. Oh, this is gonna be a really big stuffing bowl, hey? Oh my god. And I can't blame anyone, this was my idea. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna put this on the floor. I wanted to put it. I just feel like an extremely unskilled chef right now. Yeah, okay. I mean, not exactly what I wanted. It's not gonna look great when there we go. I mean, it's a bowl. It works, right? It looks terrible. Yeah, I just wait for it to cool down and I'll just roll it into my hands like dough. But I mean, it was good to kind of see that. I was just checking just to make sure I haven't missed any messages. I think I usually see them as they come up, so that's alright. You know what, it's actually not even like that hot. So anyway, 1 stuffing bowl. It does get quite messy. Look at that. Could probably put my hands in flour, but so it doesn't stick. But this is why I put the baking paper down, because it would just stick to my chopping board so much. Oh, see, look. Might need to add a little bit more water. There's a little tiny bit of dryness in there. So I think that just came down to me not mixing it properly. So let's just do that again. The first one was great. The first one looked fine. There we go. Alright, should be good. Gonna mix that around. Ooh. Oh wow. Hey guys, and just a reminder, if you are enjoying this stream, please give us a like, give us a thumbs up, just so I know that you guys are enjoying this. if you love seeing me just kind of like mix this around. Okay, so it's starting to get a little bit sloppy now. So this is what I was saying when, like, if you over water it or whatever, what you can do is you can just kind of like leave it till it thickens up by itself. So let's do that. I'll just leave that there. And I can just have this 1 stuffing bowl. Smash it. Smash the stuffing. Oh yeah, it is thick. This one is thick. This is thick stuffing. This, however, not so thick stuffing. Not yet anyway. This is like getting there. This has potential to be thick stuffing. So anyway, I mean, I can still make it into a bowl. It's hot. I mean, yeah, it's pretty runny. Yeah, like if I put that in the air fryer, it's just going to mush. Clean my hands. Alright, potatoes are boiling. That's good. Might just chuck that one back in there just while we're waiting. It might even help thicken the other one up, like this one up. Oh yeah, it is. It is. It's really helping it thicken up. I promise it does not usually take me this long to do stuffing balls. This is definitely taking me the longest. Amazing. Alright, how much longer is on this? I think it's only been in for about 10 minutes, I reckon. But yeah, so it's been in there for about 15 minutes already. So we've got a while. So after this goes out, I'm going to be putting it in for another 30 minutes. About an hour and 35 minutes. Yeah, just thinking. What else is there to talk about? I had a really good Sunday. Does anyone want to tell me about what they've done for Sunday, what they're doing, or their week? I've got some good week plans coming up. It's quite busy actually, so well, that's good. I'm going to be doing some volunteering for the Red Cross, which will be nice. I do enjoy volunteering for the Red Cross. And I do have some cleaning that I need to do, so that's always fun. Gotta love adulting, the adult life. Look at this. This is sticking up very nicely. This is what I was saying. If you just leave it, then it will thicken up. Gotta love bread. I love bread. Oh. So yeah, another reason why I like bread. See, that's how thick it is. It's getting so much thicker, I know, right? It's like, trust the process, you know? Definitely trust the process. Alright. I'm gonna make these into balls now. And that's another thing as well. When I make them into balls and I leave them on the side, they will also start to get thicker as well because, well, the water's evaporating from them. Science. Alright. Yeah. It's probably not as thick as I wanted it to, but it will create a ball anyway, as you can see. Alright. Ooh, it's starting to get like really, really sticky. Again, another ball. I'm going to do about 6. Or, well, as many as I think. And I'm going to do them quite, like, reasonable as well. So, like that. Quite big, actually. But that's how I like them. Crunchy on the outside. And gooey? Mushy. No. Just not crunchy on the inside. Basically. Alright. So, again, and gonna make one more. I think I've portioned out my stuffing balls quite well actually. Yeah. And again, gonna roll that just into a nice ball. And voila. I feel like they've gotten bigger as like yeah, they've definitely gotten bigger. This one is so small compared to the rest of them. I'm just gonna add some stuffing to that one just to make it like a little bit bigger. Okay, cool. There are my hands as well. I'm gonna wash them. Wonderful. Alright, you know what? I'm starting to get thirsty. So this is everyone's reminder if you're watching this stream. Stay hydrated, drink some water, go grab a glass and come right back because we still have some more chatting that we need to do. Just gonna grab myself a glass of water. Refreshing. Cheers everyone. Got some water, I'm gonna stay hydrated. Cooking's a big deal. It's hard work. Alright. Now that we're hydrated, let's get back into it, shall we? refreshing. Yes, it's a lovely word, I love it. But, oh, what? I got a spoon. I want a fork. I'm trying to get a fork. Ooh. Apologies. My tripod isn't on the same level as me. Alright, so we've got the potatoes. So let me just turn that around. See my potatoes cooking very nicely. Now the way that I can tell is one, I either just time it 20 minutes should be done if it's in boiling water for those whole 20 minutes, which should be now. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to test it. So I'll just move this over. Ooh, it's going to fall. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the fork into one and pull it out. So, you know what? It's looking pretty good. Although if it stays, it's not cooked. But if it comes all the way off, then it's good. So let me do that again. Yeah, so might just leave it in for a few more seconds. See how it goes. Still, yeah, it is still a little bit hard, but it's all right. By the time I get all of my equipment that I'll need to do the fluffing, it should be good. Then I'll be able to take it off and we can get started. Right, so I'm going to need one of these to drain the water from the potatoes, and I'm going to also need a sieve. Now, the sieve is going to help with the fluffing of the potatoes, and you'll see what I mean. The fluffing is the important part to these potatoes, because that's what creates like the crispiness of it all, you know what I mean? So while I'm fluffing those potatoes, I'm going to leave them in. I'm going to heat up the oil in the air fryer for a little bit, probably just about 5 minutes. It's all I really need. Let me grab one of those spoons I had before. The ones that I tried to do the stuffing with. And, well, I attempted. Didn't really turn out how I wanted it, but that's okay. Amazing. So, I'm going to open the drawer that I prepared earlier for those that missed it. It's just 2 foil trays like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just scoop about that much. Just a massive tablespoon of oil, and I'm just going to pop one in one side, same in the other side. So it looks like this. It will be hard, don't worry. It'll heat up and you'll see it'll look exactly like oil. So I'm going to put that back in, and I'm going to put that one on 100, and I'm going to put it in for 200, and I'm going to put it in for like 5 minutes. Amazing. So that one should be all heated up and good. So I won't be needing this anymore. I'm going to close it up, just going to put it back in the fridge. And these should be done. Let's test it again, shall we? Move it over. Oh, that's a bit weird. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Should be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain it first. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys. My tripod is just not wanting to do this today. Okay. I think we're alright. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the stove. Very important. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly drain this just over there. 1 second. Cool. Amazing. So we've got our potatoes fully drained. And then I'm gonna put, I'll show you one, and I'll show you what I mean, because if I do them all, I'm just gonna get potato everywhere. So you got one potato, usually just chuck in a few at a time, and then you just kind of lightly, whoa! That was a good catch! I have that in stream! Okay. So just gonna like bounce it around. Usually that wouldn't happen. I've never done it with just one at the time. I might do a few actually. Doesn't seem like it's gonna be bad. So anyway, oh well, I'm gonna have fun cleaning up later if that's the case. So I'm just gonna like toss them around just like this. Oh my god, the steam. So I'm just gonna kind of do that. Oh, and as you can see, they're kind of like fluffing up around the sides. If you can see that. That's what you want. It's what you want. So once they're fluffed, I'll just kind of put them to the side. Ooh. I'll just pop them in there. And then I'll just do the same with these. Let me just do it over here real quick. Again, I'm just going to toss them. There we go. See, when they're tossed a little bit more, let me pop them over there. And one last time. Amazing. Toss, toss, toss. Probably shouldn't say that too much. Alright. And there we go. I'm just going to put that off to the side as well. So you can see the mess that's made on this. So that's alright. Again, we're going to have fun cleaning that later. Let me just clean the saucepan out because we're going to use this to do our vegetables in. Alright. Amazing. Oh, oops. So I'd clean it out a little bit. Okay, cool. Go. Saucepan, done. Oh, alright. So what I'm going to do, I probably won't put it on just yet, but I will make sure that the kettle is all good. Oh my goodness, what is going on right now? 1 second. Okay. How's that? Wonderful. I'm going to move that way so you can see. You see? Oh. Amazing. Okay. Oh, right. So, got our stuffing bowls. I've got the potatoes. So I'm just going to be waiting for the air fryer to finish, and then I will pop them into the oil. So you watch me do that in like 1 minute and 30. Let me just have a look, see how it's going. Woo! It's looking good. It smells really good. Really, really looking forward to this pork. It is going to be amazing. Alright, I won't need this anymore. Pop that over with the wash. Won't need the peeler anymore. Won't need the fork. Don't think I'll need the chopping, the knife anymore. This is pretty much what I do, just try and clean up as I go. I don't think I'll need the spoon. I'm probably going to regret saying that. I'm still going to need this. Still going to need one of these. I'm going to put the gravy in here. Oh yes, make sure the kettle is boiled. Just going to refill this up with some water. Put that down on, and I'm gonna have some water. Very nice. Okay. Alright, so this is done at 200. Awesome. So what I'll do is I'll put it down here so you guys can see. Woo, you can hear it kind of like properly. So you're going to love like the sizzle when it comes into it. So I'm going to grab one of these and I'm going to grab some garlic salt. So garlic salt, just this one. You can get a cheaper one from Asda, Tesco, and this was just on special, so I bought this one. Alright, are you ready? for the sizzle. Alright, so when you put it in, oh, I like. Alright. It's a slow sizzle. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just putting it in here. I will show you once I've put it all in. And then I'm just going to try and like cover the potatoes in the oil because we do want to have like a nice layering kind of thing. I might just show you now. So with a spoon, I'll just kind of like grab some oil and just like chuck it over just to kind of get it all around. Again, I'm going to pop that in the other one. Just put some potatoes in here. Okay. Alright. Just going to see how many potatoes I can squeeze in here. Let me just check to make sure I haven't missed any messages. They look really fluffy. Yeah! Honestly, they are very fluffy. I'm glad that you can see it through the camera because I was a bit worried that you guys wouldn't be able to. But yeah, they're definitely looking really fluffy. It's like the important part for really nice crispy roast potatoes. So anyway, I'm going to put them in. Wonderful. Just pop it over there. Cool, there we have it. So this is what it looks like. Yeah. And then you get some of the garlic salt that I showed you before. And I'm just going to sprinkle it over. So it also works with like a little bit of flour as well. The flour to like crisp it up. But I just find that the garlic salt works as well as like a powder. Also gives like some extra flavour as well. Let me just sprinkle a little bit more. So yeah, I feel like that's like my little secret ingredient. So anyway, I'm going to put it back in, and they're going to take 50 minutes to cook. So I'm going to put that back on. I'm going to change it to 180 degrees. So I had it on to 200 to heat the oil. I'm going to change that to 180. So that's going to be the same. And then I'm going to change the time. And I'm going to put it in for 50 minutes. So they're going to cook for 50 minutes. But I'll check it during just to make sure and just to kind of like change it over and whatnot. So I'm also going to start that as well. Amazing. So far we have the pork crackling in the air fry in one of the drawers. Let me see if I can bring it over a bit closer. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright, so at the moment we've got the pork crackling in this drawer at 180 degrees and it's going to go in for 130, well, it's going to go for 100 minutes, which is an hour and 30 minutes. Well, you know what I mean. I'm going to put it for an hour and 30, just a little bit shorter of a time just because it's in the air fryer. So it'd be 135, an hour and 35 or an hour and 40 minutes usually in the oven. I'm going to put it in for a bit less. It usually takes a lot quicker in the air fryer. So I'm going to put that in there for an hour and a half. And this is the potatoes I've just put in on this side. And this is, it went from 200 because I had the oil in there originally. So that got the oil really hot. And now I've turned it down to 180 degrees to then cook the potatoes in it as well. And I've added the garlic salt for extra flavour. So that's another important point as well with the oil. Got to make sure the oil is really, really hot, like to the point where when you put your potato in, it starts to sizzle. Again, that helps with the crispiness as well. So, let me put it back. Alright. So, pretty much, I've just got to wait until this one is finished, which will be that will be the sooner one finished, the pork, because that's going to be, well, actually, sorry. No, I don't know what I'm talking about. So, this one's going to have about 56 minutes, and that one's gonna have 50 minutes. So after the potatoes are done, I'm gonna pull them out, and then I'm gonna put in the stuffing bowls. And while the stuffing bowls are in there, I'm going to cook the vegetables. And then with the and then while the vegetables are cooking, and then the roast comes out, I will then put in the Yorkshire puddings, but I put them in the freezer because they cook from frozen. They only take 6 minutes, and if I left them out here for the whole entire time, they're just going to be an absolute gooey mess, and we don't want them. So usually I do make them from scratch. However, I could only make 4 at a time if I do them in the air fryer, whereas, yeah, these ones, they're a lot smaller and they'll be able to fit in there. It would just be a lot easier. But yeah, I should probably do, if anyone would be interested in seeing me cook some Yorkshire puddings, let me know. Comment, tag me, let me know, give me any suggestions on things that you would want to see me cook or try, attempt, like for example, the stuffing bowls and the 2 spoons. That was quite funny actually. Didn't mind doing that. I'm up for a good challenge, I really am. So again, that's one of the reasons why I'm on this cooking channel, is doing a bit of a challenge really. Well, the reason I started this channel is, well, in the United Kingdom, we're in a bit of, well, we're in a recession at the moment. So, and I noticed that there were a lot of people that were complaining about the prices of food and how expensive it is to eat now, and I don't disagree. Prices have gone up, and I completely understand, and it's a hard time for everyone. So I just thought that maybe I could start a channel and, you know, show people that, you know, cooking and buying food can be cheap. But obviously not everything is cheap at the moment. So we're going to try and make do what we've got, don't we? So, but if you know me, and I hope you will get to know me, I do love a good cheap meal. I love a bargain. Absolutely love a bargain. You'll see me there. if there's a sale on, just, yeah, love a good bargain. Anyone else like a good bargain? Anyone actually had any good bargains this week? Like, tell me. It doesn't have to be food, it can be anything. Like, I bought boots the other week. They were 50 quid originally, and I got them like for £15. It was great. They were the last size. My size was the last size, which is just never happened. So it was almost kind of like meant to be. It was meant to have those boots. I'll just keep telling myself that. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for this to cook. So what I'm gonna do is, maybe I'll go and I will come back. So what time is it now? Anyone know the time? It is 6:08. Can I math? Let's come back at 7, shall we? I'll see you guys back at 7 p.m. tonight. That's UK time. So that will be in about 52 minutes. So otherwise, I'm not going to be very, very much entertaining. So, and then I'll show you the rest of the roast. So it is a goodbye for now from me. And I will see you all in 52 minutes. And until then, see you soon. Bye-byes. Thank you for watching, guys. And I wonder how I can... I wonder how you stop this. Do I just press share? What happened? Oh yeah, I want to stop streaming. Alright. Goodbye, everyone.